Yeah, so I'm going to the second, I guess, like half. I'm already maybe halfway through. 3/5 of the way through my shift. Today it's like, oh dear, how many hours? 11 and a half, something like that. And the last few days I've been kind of like, you know, the first 2 days of this week, like Monday and Tuesday, today's November 8th or 9th, it's Saturday. I know it's Saturday is the day of the week, but I'm not sure the date. I think it may be the 9th of November 2019. And on Monday and Tuesday, this past Monday and Tuesday, I was like recovering from working like 23 hours, and 23 of 48 hours from that Friday night to Sunday sort of like evening, you know, including a double shift at the restaurant, which I'm doing another double shift now. But I got kind of sick because I was like thinking about money. And not that it's weird, like not having money, when you get some, it just distracts. It has distracted me from like writing, you know, and just like, oh, well, you know, you have to work for money. So when I worked 23 hours last weekend, I was like, oh, I can like relax on Monday and Tuesday. But I got sick, and I did, you know, try to rest or whatever. But I guess my point is, like, I think to myself, I could have had this book knocked out by like September. I mean, I couldn't have done it before August 21st when Donald Trump said I am the chosen one, because the events that happened in the week like leading up to that were sort of like important, critical to the book, to my story. And having him on August 21st of this year say I'm the chosen one basically said, well, it pointed two really interesting things out. First, that well, on my journey as the lion, I need my Antichrist candidate to reveal himself in the temple, exalt himself above all that is called God, and to show himself as God. And a great way to do that is for him to sort of reveal himself, is to say, I'm the chosen one. Because as a Christian, when you say you're the chosen one, and the Christian belief, I never really thought about this before, but it says that the chosen one, or whatever, is God, you're calling yourself God. Now the argument against that is, well, he was just kidding. And I don't care, because when you say you're the chosen one, you're either a liar, a lunatic, or you're the chosen one. That's a fact. And once he said that, the events sort of leading up to, I had all the tools like ready or available. All the tools were given to me. But had I not hung on to my journey until August 21st of this year, where he did declare I am the chosen one, whether it be in jest or, you know, he's lying or he's insane, or he's actually the chosen one, which someone who moves, or brokers at embassy move to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv, you know, has actually a reasonable claim to say, hey, I am the chosen one. So you don't really know. The only person who knows what Donald Trump meant in that moment, I believe, is God. Or sorry, not person, but the only spirit or being. Whatever. The only one who knows what he actually meant is God. Because I don't even think Donald Trump knew what he meant, because he was speaking as a reaction, because he was flustered, because he wasn't thinking. And what that event told me is that God can arrange the maintaining free will with a human, can arrange them in such a way, using circumstance. He's on the White House lawn. There's a camera crews around. He's, you know, had a fucking waffle for breakfast that went down a unique way. I mean, whatever the factors, God could fast forward and rewind through every permutation of Donald Trump's life leading up to that moment and tweak anything God needed to in order to yield those 6 words to come out of Donald Trump's mouth. And when you understand that concept, you understand that he can put anyone in a situation to have them do anything. Just like an hour, day, month, year, and a year before the end of 42 months of Donald Trump's presidency, the U.S. and Iranian militaries made first contact. He can do that too. And, all of these things, understanding this sort of concept, or these concepts, required thought after August 21st. Sort of take the tools that have been given, the story, the plot line, the components, things like Donald Trump saying, "I'm the chosen one," and arranging them, or reporting them and understanding them and thinking about them, which is why my last name means think, in order to understand what is the story that God is telling, and to report it. So, I guess, I'm feeling better at work this double shift. But I thought, maybe this morning, I was kind of feeling not down the last couple of days, but just tired, like the last day and a half or whatever. But I realized it's just another reason, like when things get difficult for me, it's just another reason why no other fucking human being has ever done this before. So, in my world, the more I suffer, the more it shows. Like, I continue to see the obstacles that are put in the way in my story to know why so many other people who've ever tried this before didn't pull it off. So it's like a badge of honor. I'm meeting with my friend, my Persian friend, on Friday of this coming week. I think it's let's see if it's the 9th, so it's probably the 9th, 6th, 15th, 14th, 15th, somewhere in there. And, basically I've followed every coincidence in my life to him. And my pitch to him is, I'm going to print out, I think, just here's what I don't know how to say it, but this is what I'm proposing to you. And that's, I want you to take a vacation from Christmas until late July of next year. As you stop what you're doing in general protest to climate change, I want you to record, or you record a secret or hidden, you're recording a movie basically, as you follow coincidences in your life, knowing that I'm going to get you started by pointing you to ancient Muslim prophecy about the guided one, the Mahdi, and to run your life through it as it relates to the meaning of your name, first and last, your brother's name, your mom's name, your relationship with me. And I want you to read this book. And it's my book that I've finished as of today, but I still am going to spend the time, well, when I say as of today, I mean by the time I meet with him on Friday. I'm going to spend the time from Friday until Christmas, sort of making it sure it is smooth or whatever. But this is the completed draft, and the final version will just be slight tweaks, content, shit like that. And so I want you to record yourself as a reaction to different chapters in this book, and spend the time to go through it as if you're watching a mini series. And my hope is that he'll do it. And I have a GoPro, so when I meet with him and describe this, I'm actually going to do it at a restaurant, the restaurant that I work at. And I'm going to record it and then give him the GoPro and say, by the way, I already got your first scene, it's this. Your second scene, hopefully, is a full confession that you keep privately. And the additional scenes are you reading this book and reacting to it, and whatever the steps you decided to take in your life over this vacation period. So that's kind of what I'm going to shoot for. I think about these things.